Tuesday, Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala appeared before the Environmental Committee in Parliament to answer to why 11 translocated rhinos died at the Tsavo East National Park. And in studio joining me now is Benson Kibore, who is the chairman, the national chairman of the Union of Veterinary Practitioners in Kenya. Veterinarians have given Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala 7 days to reinstate their colleagues who were suspended following the death of the 10 or 11 rhinos. Good to see you, Kibore. What happened at Tsavo? I want to know. What happened at Tsavo? What is the problem?
Thank you, Eric. Let me state it clearly that our veterinary professionals implemented a directive from the ministry to translocate the rhinos. This directive, and you know, in a disciplined force, you act first, you question later. But this is on the backdrop of several assessment reports that had been done by our colleagues to indicate negative survival for rhinos in the Tsavo. Now, the ministry, led by CS Balala, timed when the board of directors term had expired in April 17 this year. And that is that order came to translocate these rhinos, against all this advice. Now, what happened in Tsavo? The animals were translocated. They were captured. They were kept in the bomas at Nairobi National Park. They were healthy. Our veterinary doctors did all that is supposed to be done professionally, from capture to transportation to arrival at Tsavo. And mark my words, that they were implementing an order, a directive. Reaching Tsavo, the animals were unloaded. They were kept in a boma, cared by the veterinary doctors for 7 days. For 6 days. The 7th day...
How many doctors? How many doctors were they?
They only were involved were 2. Remember, there are only less than 7 veterinary doctors who are actively caring for over 1 million wildlife in Kenya. They are supposed to take care of wildlife in across 54 parks and game reserves in the Republic of Kenya.
You said 7?
7.
Okay.
How do you expect even these fellows, how do you expect these guys to sleep there for 7 days when other animals require the veterinary care? It is impossible. And that is why when we came out yesterday to issue a statement, is that what Balala did was very wrong. The very first person who should take responsibility for issuing a directive that these animals move is one man, Najib Balala. And 2, the acting Director General of Kenya Wildlife Service.
According to Balala, he says that there was negligence during the translocation process. Do you agree?
Who is he to declare a professional negligent? Who is he? The only body mandated to issue or to declare a veterinary professional negligent, as per the Veterinary Surgeons and Paraprofessional Act of 2011, which we are regulated from, is one body called Kenya Veterinary Board. This, in fact, let me tell you, and I want to delve in, there is a lot of cover-up that the CS Balala is engaging in. He needs to tell Kenyans why did he make the decision against the advice by our professionals that rhinos would not survive in the Tsavo. 2, there is one man who was fired by the board of KWS called Patrick Omondi.
Seconded to the ministry. Board that you mean?
Yes.
The dissolved board?
Yes. Who did the first environmental impact assessment in 2012. He also did another one in 2015. Why did the CS appoint the man who was involved in the project as part of the investigation team? it is like appointing a suspect to head an investigation team, and that tells you there was a kind of a direction that the ministry wanted. Because the other thing is, why appoint one man called Dr. Zimmerman from South Africa, who is not licensed to practice in the Republic of Kenya? The CS Matiang'i has been going around checking the illegal expatriates, illegal aliens working in this country who are taking up the jobs of Kenyans. Now, Balala is acting on contrary to his colleague Matiang'i by bringing in a fake doctor from South Africa to come and investigate a veterinarian in Kenya without involving the Kenya Veterinary Board. Secondly, as I conclude this, is that why was Balala in a hurry to suspend the management team? Why is the acting director general still at KWS?
Have you asked him those questions?
It is because one, and I want to tell you, look at even how the minister has appointed the board of trustees of Kenya Wildlife Service. In fact, this is a warning to the Republic of Kenya. Veterinary doctors have cared for these animals since independence. Despite the challenges, they have never gone beyond the number 15 at the Kenya Wildlife Service. And this is why Kenya Wildlife Service is bringing in about 120 billion Kenya shillings to the economy. Now,
through wildlife.
Through wildlife. Then the question is, why are we in a hurry, and the CS is so in a hurry to privatize, create private conservancies in the Republic of Kenya? Number one. Number two, why is the CS so in a hurry, to have people who have indirect competition with Kenya Wildlife Service, for example, Ian Craig, who runs a conservancy, as a part of the board of trustees of Kenya Wildlife Service? It points to you to one thing. The CS wants to see management changes at KWS so that Kenyan people do not enjoy to see the wildlife in the near future. Okay, hold on to that thought because it is quite emotive, like you can tell. That is Benson Kibore. He's the chairman of the Union of Veterinary Practitioners of Kenya. And one of the measures that Tourism Cabinet Secretary did take is to fire the surgeons or the veterinary surgeons at the Tsavo East National Park. He blamed them for the deaths of the 10 rhinos. We'll be getting to the bottom of that with Jim India, who's also a lawyer, just to understand what really happened and what's the solution to all this. You're watching The Daily Brief. Keep talking to us. Our Twitter handle is at K24TV. The hashtag to use is The Daily Brief. My Twitter handle is at Eric Njoka. Let's take that break. I'll be right back.